This is Paul. Yes. I'm just looking at this law enforcement worksheet. Yes. Petition for renewal of order for protection, notice of hearing protection order. Yes. Commissioner Brent Basden. Poop. Now, there was no notice or opportunity to be heard, and the truth is, I was on trial. Yes. Now, you would have thought, after all those hearings and discovery, that Judge Porter would have realized, as the magistrate and judge of that, that the omitting of any hearsay evidence, yes. See, I called Healthy Families of Clallam County, and you had me arrested after she had filed all the necessary documentation for the dissolution of marriage. You served me and arrested me at the same moment. Poop. You didn't run out there the same day calling police departments on the allegation of domestic violence or child abuse. You decided to sit on it for 20 days. Now, is it really admissible, yes, to call the police after you helped the petitioner file all the necessary documentation for the dissolution of marriage? Yes. And then allege domestic violence when you know I didn't? Poop. There's the admissibility. See, comment entry. Yes, Judge Ken Williams. Oh. Case information sheet. Petition for dissolution of marriage. Summons, confidential report, and sealed envelope. It was the traumatic experience of me being arrested on Guam that made it possible for my wife to never appear in court. Well, we never appeared in court at the same time. In fact, I would see the individual that sat there and said it was Heidi L. Budnick. Yeah, looked to me like somebody else. I did know the actual identity of my wife. Yes. Why don't we get the video and audio of that whole court hearing that took place in, well, July of 2012? Yes. Because using lookalikes and imposters, it's criminal. Oops, I mentioned that once before. Yeah. I'm 99% sure that the individual that said they were Heidi Lee Budnick, yes, it wasn't. Now, for every court case where the victim, the plaintiff, yes, the petitioner, that had just petitioned the court for dissolution of marriage is not the actual individual. Yes. How criminal would it be? Pope. Why don't we just have a look-see, okay? Now, as I remember it, there were three different witnesses that the state called Mr. Calgill. Yes. A look-alike of Heidi Lee Budnick. Yes. Then there was Leslie Bond, the manager of Healthy Families of Clallam County. Yes. And there was a third witness. Well, why don't you give me that police report where you had called the police? Yes. And you had used 911 to do that, or did you use a non-emergency phone number? Pooh. Because it was not Heidi on the stand. I was married to her for 10 years. Judge Porter right now. You cannot use a look-alike to represent the individual known as the victim. Leslie Bond. Mr. Calgill, could you give me your list of witnesses for the trial that took place in July?